Hey everyone, Tracy here from NoPageLeftBlank.wordpress.com. Got a bit of a different video for you today. This is a tag video. Fellow YouTuber, the Lawn Gnome, came up with this tag. It is a Funko tag. So of course I had to take part in that. He did actually tag me, so it's been a while since he put up the video. I was out west when he did it, so I'm just getting around to it now, but let's get going. Bear with me while I look up the questions. So question number 1 of this tag is, where did you first discover Pops? Funko Pops, of course, being one of my favorite things in the world. When I first discovered them, I'm not sure how many years ago it was. I'm gonna say probably between 3 and 4 years ago. And the first place I ever came across them was Strange Adventures, which is a comic and collectibles shop. They have our nearby shop is the one in Halifax, but there's also one in Fredericton, and I think there's at least one more, but I don't remember where it is. But it used to be like the only comics and collectibles shop in pretty much Nova Scotia. My husband and I used to go there whenever we would be shopping in Halifax. It was on a side street in like a basement. It's hard to explain, but you had to really be paying attention as you walked past the store to happen to notice the door and realize that it was a shop, because it was this dank, dingy little basement kind of a shop. But it was awesome. They had so much stuff packed in there, and that was where we first came across Pops for the first time. My memory is a bit fuzzy. I don't know if we noticed Pops there when they were still in the dank dungeon room, or after they had moved down the street to a nice brightly lit shop. But either way, it was Strange Adventures where we first came across Pops. And at the time, I don't think they were very popular. I had never seen them before, just happened across them and thought, hey, these are really cute. But at the time we weren't exactly overflowing with cash, so I didn't buy any. But later on, maybe the following Christmas, it could have been a full year afterwards, but I think it was the following Christmas. My husband gave me one. He made a Thor themed present, so it had a bunch of Thor stuff in it. There was a t-shirt, there was a little hammer bottle opener, there was a couple of different things, but there was also this little dude. This was my first ever Funko Bobblehead Thor, and I loved him. He's so awesome. Did you hear my phone go off? Ignore that. So that was my first Funko. And I'm going to turn off that sound while I continue this video. Okay, so question number 2 is, which Pop made you give in? That's kind of a hard... I don't think there was one specific Pop. As I said, I got this one for Christmas. It was my very first Pop. The following Christmas, my husband got me a couple more. He got me Finn and Jake, and I want to say there was another one that I'm not thinking of, and then there was Deadpool. And at the same time, I got him Jason Voorhees back there, which he eventually gave back to me as so I could put it with my collection kind of thing. I want to say that it was Deadpool that made me give in, because when I got Deadpool I was like, man, I love these little guys, like they're so cool, I should collect them. But I didn't. Even after getting Deadpool and being so excited because Deadpool is awesome, I still didn't really start collecting them. I didn't really start collecting until I started subscribing to all these different boxes. and started getting every now and then, you know, Nerd Block or Loot Crate or what have you would have a Funko in it. But because of Deadpool and my tiny collection that had begun to grow, it was about around that time somewhere that my husband said to himself, I'm going to start keeping my eye out for these, and I'm going to get cool ones and put them in. I'll make a big present for Tracy for next Christmas. And of course that got way out of control and turned into my enormous Funko Pop video, which I'll link below in case you guys haven't seen it. It ended up being 99 Funkos. 2 of them fabrications and the other 97 pops. So all of a sudden my collection exploded, and I like to attribute it to this little guy, since he's the one that made me say I should collect these, which in turn made my husband go completely mad. So number 3 is, which is the most unique pop you own? That's another hard one, because it depends on your definition of unique. I don't really have anything that is enormously unique, because most of my Funkos are just regular base, you know, normal Funko Pops. I do have some exclusives, but they're not necessarily unique. They're exclusives that lots of people have, you know, stuff from Hot Topic. I have the San Diego Comic-Con version of the Ghostbusters with the marshmallow goo on them. I have Hulkbuster, which came with the first ever Marvel Collector Core box. But all of these things are things that people have, so they're not enormously, hugely unique. You know, I don't have anything that is like, you know, there's 10 of them in the whole world or anything like that. So it depends on your definition of unique. The one that I decided to share, because it's unique compared to the rest of my collection, is Princess Celestia from My Little Ponies. This is unique to my collection because it is the only one I have. I only have the one pony. I mainly got her because she was a Hot Topic exclusive and I was putting in a Hot Topic order. And my daughter loves ponies, and she is kind of cute with her sparkly hair and everything, and I was like, forget it, I'm adding it to the order. So this is the only My Little Pony pop I have, and she is very unique to my collection because she is surrounded by superheroes and, you know, Ninja Turtles and Star Trek and Star Wars and all that kind of stuff, so compared to all the rest of my Funkos, she looks pretty funny sitting there. So. Number 4 is, which pop set is your current favorite? That's another hard one because I like a lot of them. I love the Marvel ones. The second set of Guardians of the Galaxy pops are exquisite. They are so nicely done, so they're big up on the list. I'm gonna have to go with something new, something that I don't have much of yet. I actually only got the first 2 of them today in a Hot Topic order, which I'll be sharing later. So my current favorite is the Doctor Who line. They're so awesome, and I'm a super, you know, I didn't get into Doctor Who until like a year ago, but I love it. I've been watching all the new series and simultaneously trying to watch the old series. It's taken a long time to get through the old series because right out, I mean, just the first Doctor has tons and tons and tons of episodes, and I've even been watching the reconstructions of episodes that were lost, so it's just loads of episodes. But I'm really excited about the Doctor Who Funko Pop line. The ones I got that will be in another video coming up are the 10th Doctor and a Dalek, and I love them. They're so cute. I just love them so much, and I hope to also get, you know, the 11th Doctor, the 12th Doctor, I think the 4th Doctor is out, along with a bunch of other, you know, this Weeping Angel and Adipose, and there's a bunch of stuff, and a TARDIS, of course. So I'm really excited to get all that stuff, and I hope that they will have all of the Doctors. I've only seen some of the new ones and a couple of the old ones, but I hope that they will have all of them, because I think it would be super cool to have all of the Doctors all lined up on a shelf. Like, just, yeah, I'm super excited for those. I love them so much. I see them on Instagram all the time. Funko is constantly sharing them, and I want them all. Question number 5 is, which set would you like to see Funko expand? When I saw that question, I knew the answer right away. Funko, the answer is Power Rangers. If you guys watched my enormous Funko Pop haul, you saw my reaction to the fact that there were only 3 Power Ranger Funko Pops. The White Ranger, the Red Ranger, and the Pink Ranger. And I was so mad because I love them, they're so cool, I love them, they like just harken back to my childhood and it's so awesome, but I was so mad to find out that they only made the 3. Why would you make half of a superhero squad? Like, it just made me so mad. So Funko, if you're listening, make the rest of the Rangers. The original Power Rangers, I want the whole set. Please, please make them. Question number 6 is, what is your attitude towards pop rides? My attitude is basically that I am neither for them nor against them. I don't think that they're terribly necessary, but they are cute. They would be cooler if the wheels actually moved. I've heard several people point this out. Because they're called rides, it would be cool if, you know, you could put your Funko in them and they could ride. But they don't, they're just solid hunks of plastic. Still, some of them are pretty cool. I have Ecto-1 from Ghostbusters, which is pretty cool. And the Turtle Van, the original, you know, 80s cartoon Turtle Van, so that's pretty cool. There's something a little different. And because so many of the Funkos look alike, you know, they're standing the same way, they're the same size, it's nice to have those little different things interspersed between them. So I guess I'm kind of for them, but I wouldn't cry if they didn't exist. I will say, Funko, while we're talking about the pop rides, if you're going to be making any pop rides, you should absolutely make Dean Winchester's Impala. I must have it. Please. I would have a real one if I could find one and afford one, but if you could make a ride, at least that would satisfy me a little bit. Number 7 is, what is your take on Pop Bobble Heads? I don't really have too much of an opinion on the bobbleheads. I know some people like them, some people hate them. I don't really mind either way. I do like the fact that Deadpool has a bobblehead because he's crazy and... But yeah, I don't really think that it's necessary for all of the Marvel characters to have bobbleheads. I don't think it's necessary for all the Star Wars characters to have bobbleheads. I don't really have that much of an opinion. They don't bother me. I don't love them because of the bobbleheads. They just kind of are. Yeah. Not much of an opinion on that one. Number 8 is, which new series are you most excited for this year? I'm gonna go ahead and nerd out a little bit. I'm kind of excited for the Sailor Moon line. Because like Power Rangers, Sailor Moon was a huge part of my childhood, and they're super cute. I've looked at pictures of them and they're just so cute. I love them. The only thing is the line is unnecessarily big, in my opinion. I don't think all 3 cats needed their own Funkos. I think maybe, you know, a little mini Luna could have come with Sailor Moon and a little mini Artemis come with Sailor Venus, and that would have been okay. And I would probably stop at the original 5 because when I was a kid and YTV used to buy like 5 episodes of a show at a time and just keep playing them over and over again, that's as far as I ever really got, was the 5 main original Sailor Soldiers. The ones that came later, I only really found out about after, you know, when the downloading age began and I realized, oh hey, there's a lot more episodes of this show than what I actually saw as a kid. So those soldiers don't really mean anything to me so much because I didn't watch them as a kid, but I would really like to have the original 5. I'm pretty excited. They're so cute, and yeah, I feel like a total nerd wanting them, but screw it, I want them. Question number 9 is, which set do you constantly hold back from purchasing? So it's not a specific set, but I've really been holding off on buying Disney stuff. Like, you know, classic Disney cartoon stuff. I did get Sally from Nightmare on Elm Street. I have a couple. I have Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas, and I have Captain Jack Sparrow, of course, from Pirates of the Caribbean. But I've been holding back a lot on the Disney Pops because basically there are so many, and I know it will get way out of control if I start collecting them. You know, if I get Ariel, I have to get Ursula, and then I'll want Belle, and then I'll want Cinderella, and then I'll, you know, it'll go mad. And there's so many, and I would love to have them all, but it would be a lot of money, you know. They're at least $10 each, and there are just loads and loads and loads of Disney ones. Like I say, I want them, because, of course, Disney, another big part of my childhood, but it would just get way out of control way too fast, and my collection's already a bit out of control, so yeah, I've been holding back. There's a good chance that I'll end up getting some of them in the future, but for now I've been holding back because, yeah, it would just explode way too easily. Number 10 is, which Pop or Pop set are you still waiting for? There's a couple. I have, of course, mentioned the other 3 Power Rangers. I would like to see the 9th Doctor. Another one I'd really like to see is Bobby Singer from Supernatural. Supernatural doesn't need tons and tons and tons of Funkos. They mostly just need the main ones. But if they're going to be expanding, like I know they made a Charlie, I don't care about Charlie, I want Bobby Singer. So, Funko, again, if you're listening, Bobby Singer. Make them. Number 11 is, which Pop based on all series do you feel is long overdue? And that's kind of a hard one to answer because I think I've already kind of answered it in other questions. I definitely think the 3 Power Rangers are overdue. I think Bobby Singer is overdue. Yeah. So, I don't really know where further to go with that. There are lots that I'd like to see, but those ones that I already mentioned, I think are definitely long overdue. Gonna go with those. And number 12 is, which Pop series do you feel deserves more recognition? And I could have gone with a lot of series, but I am going with this one. Because He-Man is super classic, super awesome. The Pops are just too cool. Look at Skeletor. Unfortunately, I only have these two. And I don't think you can really get She-Ra anymore without spending a fortune. But I think these guys deserve more recognition because this was an awesome cartoon of my childhood. So lame when you look at it now, but it was so awesome at the time. And these Funkos really do it justice. They're so cute, aren't they? I love them. So that was the Funko Pop tag from the Lawn Gnome. I will link to his original video down below. And now I'm supposed to tag some fellow YouTubers, so bear with me while I get their names. So I am going to tag Pixel Dan and the Grumpy Nerd. I'm going to tag Christina's Toys. And I'm going to tag Tanya Tate. So you guys, I will contact you through YouTube. If you decide to do the tag, please link back here and also link back to the Lawn Gnome's original video. And even if I haven't tagged you, if you're watching this video and you think you could come up with some good answers for those questions, feel free to do the video anyway and link it back here so I can check it out. If you've enjoyed the video, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and come back for more videos. Bye!